I don't want to die in the storm. No, I don't want to die in the storm. Let your winds blow east, honey, let them blow west. I don't want to die in the storm. Well, my father, he died in that storm. My father, he died in the storm. Let your winds blow east, honey, let them blow west. I don't want to die in the storm. Well, King Pharaoh, he died in that storm. King Pharaoh, he died in the storm. Let your winds blow east, honey, let them blow west. I don't want to die in the storm. Let your winds blow east, honey, let them blow west. I don't want to die in the storm. Let your winds blow east, honey, let them blow west. I don't want to die in the storm. As that last light leaves, dark wings flapped under the moon. They said pain was all they had left. This town knew darkness, it seemed, or at least hell was what they were all bereft. And anymore I can't tell my left from right. I don't know the sun from the moon. Ever since I've been left without my sight, son, death can't come too soon. Carolina, Carolina, baby, where have you been so long? I've been in these hills in old Louisiana, waiting on your death march song. Carolina, Lord, Carolina, honey, why does your blood run so cold? I've been in these hills in old Louisiana, just waiting on these lies I've been told. But sing anymore, anymore, my baby, she don't love me anymore. Anymore, anymore, my baby, she don't love me, no, anymore. Well, as that last light leaves, oh son, hope dies today underneath cross axe and crooked spade. He left his heroes dying down in that old street without a word to mark the stories that they made. And anyone would raise the question to ask, son, no one would mark the trails they paved. Singing together, well, it's all in our own heads, and Lord ain't never coming home to the brave. Oh, Carolina, oh, Carolina, baby, where have you been so long? Well, I've been in these hills in old Louisiana, I've been waiting on your death march song. Oh, Carolina, Lord, Carolina, honey, why does your blood run so cold? Well, I've been in these hills in old Louisiana, waiting on these lies I've been told. Let's sing anymore, anymore. my baby, she don't love me anymore. Anymore. My baby, she don't love me anymore. Anymore. My baby, she don't love me no anymore. How the hell y'all doing? It's good as shit to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight, hanging out with us on such an auspicious occasion. Hey, we're all gonna die. So this is a tune that I wrote about 6 years ago. It's dedicated to a dear pal of mine that we lost recently. This shot of Jameson right here is for Mr. Matt Jones. If we could get a collective toast to Matt Jones real fast. We were talking about him being here. We were talking about him hanging out this week, and it hurts a lot that he's not here, and I know that he misses it as bad as we miss him. But yeah, it's the least we can do, right? So to Matt Jones. It's a tune that I wrote about 6 years ago called 500 Miles, or I'm sorry, called A Million Miles, and he kept calling it 500 Miles. So it seemed like an appropriate time to make that toast. Spent a long, hard night, falling down a dozen times. Made my bed by the fireside when that winter sun came rolling. Sometimes I wonder if I still try, or if this road's become my life. Honey, where the mountains met the sky, that's where the cracks started showing. When you hear those weary floorboards lay a curse upon your feet, I'll darken your doorstep with a smile just like a dream. I tried to chase the devil, but hell found me. In a million more miles, I'll lay my head down. God damn it, I'll dream. It's been a hell of a ride, honey, in my head every night. As my feet break the ice, I wish home was where I was going. 'Cause my heart just won't quit. I think it's getting tired of all my shit. These boots are worn down to the skin, and that winter wind starts blowing. When you hear those weary floorboards lay a curse upon your feet, I'll darken your doorstep with a smile just like a dream. I tried to chase the devil, but hell found me. In a million more miles, I'll lay my head down. Oh, and goddamn it, I'll dream. It's been a hell of a ride, honey, in that pale moonlight. Hear those coyotes howl as if they know they're right. 'Cause honey, I'll never quit. Darling, I'll never stop. Seems like loving you has become my job. Every morning when you hear those weary floorboards lay a curse on your feet. I'll darken your doorstep with a smile just like a dream. I tried to chase the devil, but hell found me. And in a million more miles, I'll lay my head down. God damn it, I'll dream. Thank you. Well, you don't think me no more. He moved out in '94. He left you to clean the mess and replace a broken door. And in those letters that you sent, narrating a life broken and bent, you told us you would be coming home, that you'd rather be alone. So tell me, what am I supposed to do now that the whole world somehow has broken right in two before my eyes? I miss you more than ever, and I hope one day that you start to realize we used to be strong enough for the battles, but even the best brawlers sometimes lose a fight. We can't take this loss no more. Done weeping and been done walking the floor. And now stand solemn as a whisper where once there stood a roar. So I've been casting seeds out to the wind, in hopes a new season may begin. Hands cracked and worn down from that plow, asking myself to what end. So tell me, what am I supposed to do now but beat my swords down into plows? Honey, I'll roll these crops I've sown before these tears dry. I miss you more than ever, and I hope one day that you start to realize, honey, we may fancy ourselves farmers, but it takes a heavy rain to force a field to rise. You don't think me no more. He moved out in '94. Now stands solemn as a whisper where once there stood a roar. Thank you. Can I get Mr. Clayton Smith on the piano real fast? This key. G formation on a 5, it's in D. C? Ladies and gentlemen, Clayton Smith. Well, the Arkansas sun rose over the western pines, and the honeysuckle blooms looked exactly like your eyes. In the Polk County dew, I fell back in love with you. I missed the red dirt and the buzzing neon signs. Went from making out in church towers to hotel rooms after happy hours, from quieter giggles to pronounced moans and sighs. We drove ourselves into the distance, leaving no one to bear a witness. We were ramparts, we were moving on, you and I. Did you ever miss that place you called your home? Do you miss me? Do you miss your home? In that darkened hour between the night and the moon, I pray you're safe, I pray you come home soon. Well, your mama's hands were cracked and bruised, and your daddy's back was shot. Everyone through the whole damn holler knew exactly how they fought. You and I, we'd sneak our way down through the closest hedge, drinking bourbon we caught from the state line in. And on the days the sun was out, we'd hide away in the barn. I never knew quite what love was till you took me by the arm. Instead of life is just for dying, what the fuck are we doing here? Here I am, still wondering after 34 long years. Did you ever miss that place you called your home? Do you miss me? Do you miss your home? In that darkened hour between the night and the moon, I pray you're safe, I pray you come home soon. Take it, Daddy. Did you ever miss that place you called your own? Do you miss me? Do you miss your home? In that darkened hour between the night and the moon, I pray you're safe and I pray you come home soon. Honey, I pray you're safe and I pray you come home soon. This dying American sound's what brought me to you. Thank you all so much. Clayton Smith, everybody. Well, as a younger man, I swung with my left harder than I should have, all the while depending on my right. And as I've aged in years and burned up like the Cuyahoga, I swing for the fences with every last drop of bite. And every time I'm home, I wish I was moving faster. Every time I'm gone, darling, I miss your smile. As that smile fades, so does my left hand's fighting posture. Every foot feels more and more like a goddamn mile. Now all of my friends are in the jailhouse of the dirt. Every time I open up my mouth, all that comes out is hurt. I'm waving goodbye to the evergreens, the honeysuckle and the in-between. This might be my last chance to get out. Honey, I'm waving goodbye to the evergreens, the cocaine cowboys and drag strip queens. This might be my last chance to get out. Asked around about 1,000 questions and busted my compass on my knees. Stumbling into a life worth living that I treated like it was a dream. Had more than my share of shortchanged profits, got burned out in metaphors. I gained stride across every burning bridge, stopped short in every open door. 'Cause everything might not be made from silver, but it sure ain't all made from shit. I've hugged every neck I could possibly muster and learned to stand on top of it. Now all of my friends are in the jailhouse of the dirt. Every time I open up my mouth, all that comes out is hurt. Waving goodbye to the evergreens, the honeysuckle and the in-betweens. This might be my last chance to get out. Honey, I'm waving goodbye to the evergreens, so maybe don't bury me in New Orleans. This might be my last chance to get out. I never asked to wind up a two-bit country singer, just screaming at kids in some punk house basement show. They said it was better to ask forgiveness than permission. It's better to go astray, goddammit, I'm going for broke. Now all of my friends are in the jailhouse of the dirt. Every time I open up my mouth, all that comes out is hurt. I'm waving goodbye to the evergreens, the honeysuckle and the in-betweens. This might be my last chance to get out. Honey, I'm waving goodbye to those evergreens. I'm waving goodbye to sweet Rosalie. My mouth is saying goodbye, but my heart's already lit out. Thank you so much. So 2021 is seeing the end of a whole lot of things, and for some of those things I'm grateful, but for the majority of those things I'm quite sad about. 8 years ago I walked into this bar and played with my band County Graves for the first time on this stage, wearing this exact shirt that I'm wearing today, weirdly enough. And I knew that as soon as I walked in here, and the connection that immediately became very evident in the room with all the people that we had met, Sweeney being one of them, and a bunch of, like, Dylan and a bunch of other friends of ours that are now some of my dearest friends. The familial feeling in this room was palpable immediately. And I don't know if Travis knew this when he was opening this place, but he's changed a ton of fucking lives. And I know that my musical career would be nothing today if not for this place. I know a ton of bands that would not have anywhere near the amount of clout that they have, or the amount of tour experiences that they have, or the amount of friends that they have if it weren't for this place. And one of the huge things about that also is, like, I'm friends with about 75% of y'all in the audience right now, and I wouldn't know 75% of that 75% if it wasn't for this place. So in opening this place and in curating a space for family and music to exist side by side, Travis Fields has done the entire Americana music world an extremely huge service. Yeah! And we're so grateful to him for doing it. To Travis Fields. To the Westport Saloon, may it never fucking die. But in losing a lot of shit in 2021, we also lost a lot of songwriters. And this is for my favorite songwriter that we lost in 2021. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he served shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, the grass grew around his brain, and bought him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He started working when he spent his last dime. And Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling for $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rushed through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while his kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, and Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Oh. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. Played his last request as the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hanging in the air. And the light had lost its fun, there was nothing to be done except trade his house that he bought GI Bill for some factory casket on the local Heroes Hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, and Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Oh. Thank you. What side are you on? Ladies and gentlemen, Dane Talley. I'm sorry, the assassin Dane Talley, my bad. Let's do this little boy in a G. So it's a G, drops down to an E minor, C, and D. Pick one more,
Kansas City Cowboy.
Volume 2. There he is. So sorry for the first three of the verse. It doesn't hit the D. Okay. The last one hits the D, so that extra. Okay, sweet. Yeah. We're having an issue. Help! The most important part's not working. The pre-chorus is on the D. It's home fires, you know. Yeah. I tried to say it quietly. Yes, clearly. Marty, it's broken. Is it the mic? You can just do it without it. I'm not that worried about it.
I just want to say, this is one of my best friends. It's great to see him in person instead of...
Also one of my best friends.
It's great to see him, while he knows I'm watching him instead of staring through his window.
I became friends with Dane Talley in this exact room. Is it the mic? Yeah. Keep going. I'll get it going. Okay. There's a time and a place for forgiveness. Lord, I'm praying that there is just up ahead. Darling, let me down easy, I've been given a weary heart and an unsteady head. I'd ask the devil, but lately he ain't answering. I've retired my better wanderings to the dirt, but my drunken loving soul kept me dancing in the stars to quench my thirst. Embrace turned to rust by the time the water rose. My soul grew cold by the time I saw the coast. But if you would just bear with me for one more night, honey, through the hail and the snow, keep your home fires burning bright. I want nothing more than to lay down at your side. Keep that hammer pointed down, and I'll see you come the morning light. I missed out on the sweetest parts of being young. You replaced it with lies of gold. The ink struck a deal with the fire, turning every written word into coal. I'd run to you faster, but I lost my way, hanging your worry on a midnight moon. I sing to you, baby, but my tune is straight. It didn't happen a minute too damn soon. embrace turned to rust by the time the water rose. My soul grew cold by the time I saw the coast. But if you would just bear with me for one more night, through the hail and the snow, keep your home fires burning bright. Honey, I want nothing more than to lay down at your side. Just keep that hammer pointed down and I'll see you come the morning light. Embrace turned to rust by the time the water rose. Honey, my soul grew cold by the time I saw the coast. But if you would just bear with me for one more night, honey, through the hail and the snow, keep your home fires burning bright. I want nothing more than to lay down at your side. Just keep that hammer pointed down and I'll see you come the morning light. Come hell or high water, I'll be home come the morning light. Keep that hammer down and I'll see you come the morning light. Dan Talley, everybody. Well, my name's W.T. Newton. Thank you all so goddamn much for having me. It's an absolute honor to be up here playing on this stage for one last time. I'm going to miss this place more than I miss most things in the world. And other such sentimental tropes that I could probably come up with if I tried harder. I got one more tune for you, then Mr. Clayton Smith is up next. Thank you guys again so much. My name is W.T. Newton. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. It's been a pleasure making so many memories in this room. Travis Fields, you are a beautiful motherfucker, and I appreciate you so much for bringing this place into our lives. Well, I fucked up. Oh, I love you, Will. Honey, I was wrong. Wet Pierce played on the record player all night long as we tried our best to dance our sorrows away. You said more things than I heard, trying to get me to stay. You said you'd tell me that you love me when I'm Your lies are something my heart needed to believe. And just like Solomon's baby, I risk being split and goddamn too. With half of me here, the other half wanting to leave. Never before had I seen such hazel eyes that burned me like a fire from down below. And just out of sheer coincidence, the last thing to me that you ever said. The fire that resembled was where you reckoned I ought to go. So tell me you'll love me when I'm gone, 'cause your lies are something my heart needs to believe. Just like Solomon's baby, I risk being split and goddamn too. With half of me here, the other half wanting to leave. So let's not think too much on the past. Throw that needle back and honey, let's hear there stands the glass. And wrap your loving arms around me like it's our last night in town. And when I fall, I pray that I don't drag you down. There stands the glass that can ease all my pain. It can settle my brain. It's my first one today. There stands the glass. To the brim. Tell these troubles go down. Brother, I'm on my way. So tell me that you love me when I'm gone. 'Cause honey, your lies, something this old heart desperately needed to believe. And just like Solomon's baby, I risk being split and goddamn too. With half of me here, the other half wanting to leave. There stands the glass, fill it up to the brim, till my troubles grow dim. Brother, I'm on my way. Thank y'all so goddamn much.